Hello there, back for another video, this time talking about a proposal that they made recently, which might see the Champions League and the Europa League to be in a mini-league tournament, shall the tournament resume there. So it'll be decided at a neutral venue, or first out of the hats will, depending on which one's better, probably the neutral venue, all playing in the same country, and over a few days seems to be the most likely option according to the metro.co.uk website there. In 4 days a possibility, so a very short time frame and just a very few matches, no two leads, just the one leg shootout. So after the 90 minutes extra time purely shootouts, they might avoid the extra time at all too, so they're not too fatigued for the upcoming matches. That's a potential solution there, so I thought I'd give my thoughts on that. And the Champions League final is due to take place in Turkey, Istanbul. And interestingly, Turkey is one of the very few countries in Europe where football is still going on at the moment. Also know that Russian football is also going on there at the moment, but those country competitions might change, so the situation get worse for them as well too. And the Europa League final is planned for Gdansk, Poland, which their league is currently postponed at the moment. So I'd say it would make the most sense if the situation is able to contain itself somehow and the players are fine. Might be an empty stadium or something in those two countries, considering that's where the final is supposed to be played, so it makes the most sense to have the other matches leading up to the final as well too in the same country. And currently in the round of 16 matches in the Champions League, got some second leg ties that still have to be complete. Manchester City winning 2-1 against Real Madrid in the first leg, which seems quite a long time ago now. Had Lyon with the upset 1-0 victory over Juventus. Had Barcelona and Napoli 1-1 draw. And Bayern Munich beating my Chelsea side at 3-0. So he basically out of that, so he said previously, but that is all on hold at the moment. So would it be fair for those matches to be played in the neutral venue, considering one side already had the home advantage for the first leg? But a controversy about that, I guess, with Leipzig, Atalanta, PSG and Atletico Madrid all progressing as they were able to complete their second leg matches before the abandonment took place, as they were separated over the 2 weeks according to the schedule there with all the TV rights, and they like to have matches on midweek and weekends there with the Premier League Cup competitions and things like that. So everything is really fully booked up, and also of course still got the FA Cup competition ongoing at the moment too, so who knows what's happening with that one, possibly scrapped. And the Europa League got Basel, Istanbul, Manchester United, Schalke and Leverkusen winning their first leads, and none second league matches so far, so a possibility of them just avoiding that altogether, but they'll be a little bit unfair as Olympiacos and Wolves only got a draw out of their match, and Seville against Roma and Inter Milan against Getafe were two matches they didn't get to play their first league clear. So I'd say if they were able to resume, as for Seville, Roma, Inter Milan and Getafe matches to be decided just on the one league in the neutral venue, which I'd say Poland would be a good idea, so that's where the Europa League final was supposed to happen. And then for the other games there, to have the second league and see on the away goals, we'll go off that still, even though that might not necessarily be home away advantage there. You just have to somehow pretend like it is the away match, even though really they don't have that at all. And so that's my thoughts on that. So 4 rounds left in the Europa League competition and 3 rounds left in the Champions League, and instead of double matches with the home league and away match, it'll be just the one league shootout games there, all within a 4-day period. So it'll be a quick fire competition, and that might be a good way to decide the Champions League and Europa League if they're able to still fit it in to the schedule, depending when, of course, this coronavirus outbreak situation is able to contain itself, as the cases are still skyrocketing at the moment. So still waiting for it to hit its peak, but yeah, hopefully things can continue. Otherwise, yeah, this competition looks like it's going to be scrapped as well too. And then, of course, still got the domestic competitions that still have a few matches left to decide, the title winners as well too. But I'll let you know all those details once I discover them, as they got some other meetings for that coming up in the next few days. But I discovered this in the last day, so I thought I'll give you some football news, even though if there was no games at the top flight going there. If you enjoy it, thumbs up, subscribe, and feel free to check out all my other videos, and also feel free to leave your thoughts about what they should do for the rest of the season in the football. Cheers.